Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Thursday, the 19th of September 2024, the year of 1 million transactions per second or more. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a little flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Right, let's see what we've got in store for us today. Check this out. Cointelegraph says BTC rallies past 62.6k after BlackRock issues Bitcoin white paper. Somebody sent me this, so obviously going to have to investigate what on earth is going on there, because we know there's more scambling going on. Then we've got major meme coins are down 63% on average despite market frenzy. So what's going on there? Venezuela, opposition's a Bitcoin reserve plan must overcome political turmoil first. Vitalik says Ethereum's Layer 2 Stage 1 or GTFO, who makes the cut? Yeah, you know, just see what's going on there. Got a bit 365 days of Bitcoin history. Got a few days to catch up on. Some exciting stuff happened in history just recently. And then we'll go over the figures and that'll be the end of the show. So let's cue the music.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the terror node, you'll surely see.
Right then, so BTC rallies past $62,000 after BlackRock issues a Bitcoin white paper. Where are we now? 63,500. Again, it's a massive pump and dump, you know. So, BTC rallies past $62,000 after BlackRock issues Bitcoin white paper. Bitcoin's adoption trajectory will largely depend on future macroeconomic and geopolitical concerns, according to BlackRock. Bitcoin rallied nearly 6% after the world's largest asset manager issued a white paper highlighting the digital asset's potential as a hedge against monetary and geopolitical risks. BlackRock published that's a Gregcoin white paper. Well, actually, the Bitcoin white paper doesn't represent Gregcoin, which is BTC. So, you know, I mean, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. So, you know. The Bitcoin white paper on its appeal to investors as a unique diversifier that is detached from traditional fiscal and geopolitical risks. The Bitcoin, that's the Gregcoin price, bottomed out shortly after senior Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Blanchnas shared the 9-page white paper in a September 18th X post. So I think that's how you pronounce it, Eric Blanchnas. So he posted here, BlackRock just put out a 9-page white paper that makes case for Bitcoin ETF as a unique diversifier that can hedge against fiscal, monetary and geopolitical risk. Also includes section called a Bitcoin Path to 1 trillion market cap. Read the whole thing here. Oh my God, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. Let's see where this is. There it is. A Bitcoin, a unique diversifier. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I mean, this is financial advice. Yeah, because they're all they're doing is talking about price. They're not talking about the fundamentals of it because they can't. Because if they spoke about the fundamentals of it, people would realize that it was an economically worthless, illegal, unregistered security offering. You know, I mean, just what is going on in the world? There, Bitcoin's path to 1 trillion in market capitalization. Oh my good God. Okay, yeah, we'll have a few squiggly lines going up and down here, you know, because shitcoiners are shit for brains, won't know what's going on. We'll have a few pink and yellow and green squares and more squiggly lines. Absolute BS. Utter BS. Good grief. Blanchnas shared BlackRock's report at 4:21 p.m. UTC, nearly an hour after BTC started rallying from its daily bottom of $59,000. Cointelegraph data shows that the Gregcoin has since rallied over 5.7% to briefly reclaim $62,600 for the first time in over 3 weeks. Who cares? Good grief. Good grief. Just absolute fluff. Utter hogwash. Right, let's move on then. Major meme coins are down 63% on average despite market frenzy. The top 10 meme coins are struggling as safe launch tokens capture significant market attention and investor funds. Safe launch tokens? What on earth? The meme coin market witnessed explosive growth in 2024, but its biggest players, including Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe, and Dog Wifhat, you've got to be kidding me, are struggling to hold value, no surprise there, anywhere near their yearly highs. It's not just top meme coins that are faltering. Numerous industries insiders have told Cointelegraph that the current wave of tokens is having knock-on effects across the industry, with one saying meme coins have sucked the life out of the bull run. Data released by Look On Chain on September 2nd revealed just how tough the market is for the incumbent pack of meme coins, which are down an average of 63%. Good grief. They're worth nothing anyway. Crypto's biggest memes are facing a market in which the rules of the game have changed. Safe launch services such as Pump.fun and BaseJump have made it easier than ever to launch new coins, removing technical and financial hurdles and previously constrained the market. The result is an increasingly competitive meme coin sector. Ilas Salvatore, growth lead for token analytics tool Flooz, said the issue is one of attention, with this fast-moving market providing particularly alluring for some traders. I think that money flows where attention goes, Salvatore told Cointelegraph. Pump.fun and Solana have been the current craze to find new gems, but that's all catering to a specific type of degen trader, which is entirely different from a leverage trading, an established meme like PEP or major centralized exchanges. Capital always rotates, but it also depends on your trading style and risk appetite. Carlos Masando, a data analyst at a blockchain analysis firm Flipside Crypto, said his new market encourages short-term thinking distinct even from the existing meme coin market. We do see on-chain evidence of rotation. Volumes speak for most memes early, and traders pivot more recently launched coins. Mercado told Cointelegraph. I really cannot be bothered reading the rest of it. Absolute shite. Oh my goodness. Next then. So Venezuela's opposition Bitcoin reserve plan must overcome political turmoil first. Opposition leader Maria Corina Machado opposed adding a Bitcoin to Venezuela's reserves for a new era led by Edmundo Gonzalez. Alright, so I wonder if they're sort of like maybe trying to follow El Salvador's example. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado proposal to include another one, Gregcoin in the country's national reserve appeals to both Venezuela's and Gregcoin supporters alike. However, there's a lingering distrust in the country's political system and certainty over whether this proposal could realistically help the current crisis or if it's just political posturing. It's definitely political posturing. On September 6th, Mercado acknowledged in an interview that many Venezuelans turned to a Gregcoin as a lifeline, oh my goodness me, during the country's hyperinflation crisis, using it not only to prevent their wealth but also to fund their escape to the country. She said that Gregcoin had evolved from a humanitarian tool to a vital means of resistance for Venezuelans. The politician proposed adopting Gregcoin at the national level, including its part of Venezuela's reserves to help stabilize the economy. Oh my goodness me, that's going to be devastating. Javier Bastardo, Bitfinex's Bitcoin ambassador, told Cointelegraph that he considered the statement to be legitimate, but acknowledged that it might have been significantly influenced by Bitcoin's prominence in the 2024 US elections. The Venezuelan Gregcoin activist added that it could also be a tactic to garner sympathy from the Bitcoin community from Venezuela, as politicians have been accused of abusing a Gregcoin as a political tool in the past to gather attention or awareness. Cristobal Garcia, team leader at Maker Growth and former growth manager at Latin American exchange Buenbit, told Cointelegraph that at this point it seems like a political strategy. Yeah. Again, I really can't be bothered going through that. Jeepers, we know what it's all about. Let's see what this is then. Vitalik tells Ethereum layer 2 stage 1 or that says get the F out. Who makes the cut? According to L2 Beat, 6 Ethereum layer 2s have already reached stage 1 while most others are stuck at stage 0. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin stated on September 12th that he will no longer consider a network a layer 2 if it has not reached stage 1 by the end of the year. Honestly, this is just so funny. I mean, anybody who's got a real understanding of what's just been said there will realise that makes no sense whatsoever. None. People literally just hanging on the words of hopium of Vitalik Buterin. The era of roll-ups being glorified multi-sigs is coming to an end, he stated, adding that the era of cryptographic trust is upon us. The question of whether a network is a layer 2 isn't just a technical one for Ethereum community. It determines whether the network depends on its security for Ethereum and therefore can be trusted to secure user funds, or whether it is a separate network entirely which may or may not be secure. Give me a break. Give me a break. Ethereum isn't even proof of work. It's proof of stake, which is a centrally controlled network, because there is no way to economically compete for the distribution of the tokens. Proof of stake is literally there's no ongoing economic opportunity cost in maintaining the stake. It's a completely centralized network, which means it is economically worthless because it is centrally controlled. So therefore, all this is just absolute nonsense, utter nonsense. Good grief. Right, let's have a quick look at this then. So Bitcoin history, here we are. I do quite enjoy this. So let's have a look at this right now. September. So I still need to fill in September 9th and 10th, but the 11th September, yeah, we did that. Still need to fill in something for 12th of September. 13th of September 2012, Jack Dorsey is one of the first big tech CEOs to endorse Bitcoin. He said Bitcoin is an amazing movement. Got a classic gaffe here from PMAC on the 13th of September 2020. Where it was me that said to him, I know you say you are not interested in understanding Bitcoin for the sake of your audience, but if Bitcoin fails because miners can no longer economically sustain the network, surely it would be in the miners' interest to have the chain become more valuable by having more people use it, and therefore the price of Bitcoin increases. And literally his reply was, if you message me about this nonsense again, then I will block you. Oh my God. Look, I mean, look at this. Look, it would be in the miners' interest to have the chain become more valuable by having more people use it, and therefore the price of Bitcoin increases. And he describes that as nonsense. Honestly, what a massive gaffe. I can't believe that people actually listen to that douchebag. My goodness. 14th of September 2012. Michael Maxillin Brown, known as Knight MB, had his home raided by the police. And this is a guy that had literally millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. In fact, we'll just see what this says here. It's quite a good thread here. It said behind the scenes, Brown's life was more complicated. In 2009, he'd been raided by the Secret Service. Now they're investigating him again. Fascinating story, that one. Yeah, that was him. I mean, he literally had millions in Bitcoin that was robbed from him. So 371,000 BTC is what he had. Look at that. Brown claims that the lawsuit costs left him destitute. As what happened to his 371,000 Bitcoin, that remains a mystery. Oh my goodness me, he had it taken off him. No way. Gutted. On the 14th of September 2022, James Lott posted out, the only way to stop Craig from cosplaying as Satoshi is to put him in a box. Yeah, nice one. Cheers, mate. Look at that. Absolutely outrageous. 15th of September 1940 was the Battle of Britain, and as we know, the First and Second World War were just simply stages outlined in Albert Pike's letter to Mazzini about how it would take 3 world wars to bring about a totalitarian one world government and new world order. And it was Churchill that actually facilitated the Battle of Britain by bombing Berlin 8 times. And Berlin was literally, so it was Hitler that were bombing civilian targets in Germany before in order to provoke Hitler to bomb London. Absolutely outrageous. Anyway, on the 15th of September 2008, Lehman Brothers went defunct and triggers the 2008 financial crisis. Look at that. That's dated September 15th, 2008. And as we all know, that stems from the Commodities Futures Modernisation Act that Bill Clinton signed in 2000 that was conveniently covered up and forgotten about by the events the following year on the 11th of September 2001. While the financial markets were left unregulated, creating all these subprime mortgages and all that kind of stuff, it came to pass in 2008. On the 15th of September 2022, the Ethereum transitioned to its consensus mechanism of proof of work to proof of stake in an upgrade process known as the merge. So basically, the 15th of September 2022 was when Ethereum removed all economic value from its token, the whole lot, by moving to a centralized system. Wow, crazy. 16th of September, we just got another Marty Malmy email. Then 16th of September 2017, CoinGeek published an article titled "Opinion Collapse of Bitcoin's New York Agreement would have long-term consequences." So the New York Agreement was all about the scaling of BTC and how basically they didn't want to scale it at all, and they were just like, removing the digital signatures from the transaction data to remove all contractual credibility and therefore economic value. So that's what that was all about. But check this out. On the 17th of September 2017, remember that time when pegged USDT stablecoin on Kraken Crypto Exchange rose from its peg of $1 to $394, wiping out all the traders who shorted USDT at a little over its $1 peg. Honestly, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. So this thing is meant to be pegged 1-to-1 to $1, and it rose to $394 after all the traders were shorting it because it lost its peg to the upside, and they were just like, all right, well, this thing is only worth $1, so it's going to come down, and instead it rose up to $394. Honestly, but probably because they were shorting it, and then as it rose up, they had to buy back in. But I mean, it's meant to be a peg. Like, it shouldn't be able to do this, honestly. So if ever you think the market is an absolute shit show, that is the show you're looking at. It's absolutely outrageous. 18th of September 1947 was when the CIA was created. I can't remember the name of the address. I think it's George Bush Avenue, or Georgia, something crazy like that. Anyway, now that we know that the CIA is basically what's implemented SegWit and corrupted Bitcoin. That's why that's in there. SegWit, it's the CIA that's facilitating the operations of the New World Order, which again, one of their operations is to destroy Bitcoin. That's why they're in there. 18th of September 2015. So Bitcoin was apparently declared as a commodity by the US regulator. The Commodities Futures Trading Commission announced it had filed and settled charges against the Bitcoin exchange for facilitating the trading of options contracts on its platform. They stated, in this order, the CFTC, for the first time, finds that Bitcoin and other virtual currencies are properly defined as commodities. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. So that's a significant date in Bitcoin history. On the 19th of September, so here we are, back up to date again. I had a point here from saying that flashback to September 19, 2014, there was a post here that said, I say that people should buy $10,000 worth of Bitcoin for $420 BTC instead of buying a $50,000 car. Those 28.3 BTC are now worth $300,000. Long-term thinking, strong hand. Let's see what this was.
Which is related to all these matters.
So Adam Meister Flashback to September 19th, 2014. Let's see what he says.
Going to Bitcoin, which is related to all these matters. Actually, it's a currency that no government controls, and I know a lot of you like to waste money on crazy things. You know, buy a $50,000 car. Well, do this instead of buying your $50,000 car. Get a $25,000 car and invest $10,000 in Bitcoin. Oh, whoa! Wait a second. Bitcoin could go to zero, couldn't it? Right now, it's around $420, I think, for one Bitcoin. But guess what? If you get a car for $50,000 in a few years, it's going to be worth $10,000. So you're going to lose the money anyway. Okay? So with Bitcoin, there's an upside. Sure, the $10,000 you invest in Bitcoin could be worth zero, but also could be worth $100,000 one day. You don't know. Going to Bitcoin, which is related to all these.
So fair dues. There's somebody there that's Adam Meister who called it. There we go. Right. Let's see what we've got. Been on that one. Right. Let's have a quick jump on the figures then. So we've got BT still great coin, $63,000, 500. Bitcoin it is $49. Let's have a look at these transactions coming through. Anything there? Not really. It's 88,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than core coin. You're mining Bitcoin at a 55% comparable loss to Greg coin. Who cares? Let's have a look at this pie chart. Other miners. What have we got on Bcrash? 65% on Bcrash. And yeah, I won't pay any attention to CoinDance mining figures on genuine Bitcoin. Neil Oliver's video has currently got 155,023 views, where he mentioned BSV. That's pretty amazing. Let's have a look at the charts here. So this is BSV USD. Yeah, that's been pumping as well. Let's have a look at that compared to Greg coin. Yeah, competing up and down fairly for that. Yeah, Bitcoin versus Greg coin. Just losing out slightly over these last few days. Let's check the USD chart on here. Yep, there we go. And that's the end of the show. Right, that is sort of 22 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. So as ever, if you enjoy these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi@Sembi.com, Handcash.io, Simply.cash, Relasia.com, Rockwallet.me or Senti.ch. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.